Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for tomorrow's entertainment. It's the 2 versus 2 tournament coming your way. Tomorrow, of course, we start at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We end at 6. And on Sunday, we are going to conclude. But before I start, let's watch this. Oh yes, looking forward to it. Time for the 2 versus 2 tournament to return after quite some time, at least in the form of a weekend affair. 16 teams have signed up. In fact, more than 16 teams have signed up. 20 teams have signed up. I don't know what went wrong there, to be honest, but the limit was really 16. I have 16 teams here in the hat, and I will start drawing. Just so that you guys know, it is very possible that one of these 16 or a couple of these 16 teams might not show up. So I'm pleased that we have more signups, because that team will then replace the team that doesn't show up. This happens often, and I'd rather have a game being played than a forfeit. I would like to quickly give a shout out to Carola, also known as Jenny. She signed up a team through a quote-unquote stretch goal. She donated €15 so that she didn't have to queue up with the rest of you. And she signed up Team EMAC. And she also will decide which first two matches will be watched live, or will be shoutcasted live on stream. So please, ladies and gents, give a hand to Jenny, because that €15 goes straight to the prize pool. And of course, you can see that there's more money at the end of the road. There's €65 if you look correctly, and that money has been donated very kindly by OJ, also known as OJ from Frozen Sand. Thanks very much, very generous of you guys, and if there are any more donations during the event, a part of that will also go to the prize pool. Okay, the teams that have signed up are obviously EMAC, Bender's Company, OG, Team Glory, It's Here for Roleplay, Z2X, Dominchao, Miasto24H, I should say, Good Night, DEA, No Name, Holy Shit, Maître, Hydrobolts or Hydrobolts, probably French, Saiyan, and Porn Stars. There are 4 teams that are backup. Those are Next Team, Exile, Gut Bestückt, and The Forge. But we are going to do the draw for 16 teams. Yes, indeed, Porn Stars. Yeah, original names, very original. For now, though, let's have a look at the infamous hat. There are 16 teams in this list, as you can see. You can now probably even read them. We're going to shuffle them. Just to clarify, the first team out of the hat will go to the top of that match. So the first 8 that will be drawn will not face against each other. They will just have the top seed in the first match. Just to keep it a little bit tense for you guys. We're going to shuffle these guys up. We're going to shuffle them again. And the first name... Oh, wow. Well, Emac was already the first name on my list, but that's very... that doesn't happen often. Oh, wait a second. Cancel. So, we're going to continue on. It's Dom... Yeah, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that because it looks kind of complicated. But I'm going to try Dominchao. The third team. OG. So let me quickly type while I do this stuff, and then it will give me less work at the end. The fourth match will have Good Night. Good Night, there we go. Oh, yeah. That was a very long drum roll. It's Bender's Company who are going to play in the fifth match. No Name is going to play in the sixth match. And you guys are going to see how poorly prepared I am in a second. Miastro 24 Hours. By the way, guys, this event is part of the Stay Home series. Holy shit. It's part of the Stay Home series, so we're trying to entertain you guys with one event each and every weekend. I'm going to save this, and now you're going to see why I was so poorly prepared, because now it's going to look really fucking retarded. It looks like all of the matches are going to be played against the United Kingdom. I accidentally messed up. Okay, let's see. Who is going to be Emac's opponent? Drum roll. Emac is going to be playing against DEA. So let me see if I can update it now and that it updates for you guys automatically. Yeah, there we go. Draw the next name, please. Hydrobolts. Okay, so Team Hydrobolts is going to play against Dominchao. I really wonder if Dominchao is not South American because these time zones, but whatever. Versus OG, we will find Z2X. Oh, that's going to be interesting. I'm not going to guarantee that I'm going to be shoutcasting that because obviously you already know Jenny is going to be our director for the first two shoutcasted matches. Let's continue on. Versus Good Night. It's here for roleplay. Good Night, it's here for roleplay. That sounds kind of dubious. Let's see who faces off against Bender's Company. It's Porn Stars. Okay, that's going to be another cool match to watch. By the way, guys, if you were wondering, it's one map per match. So we'll be done quite quickly. And also I will publish a schedule on Urban Zone within now and 20 minutes or 20 minutes after I'm done. So that leaves in the hat. Well, let's see who is going to be playing against No Name. Maître versus No Name. Now we have Miasto 24 Hours and Holy Shit still awaiting an opponent. Let's see the last two opponents. Team Glory versus Miasto, I should say. And Seiyin versus Holy Shit. So give me a second, guys. I'm going to update it and let's see. It was Team Glory. Okay, let's save this and then I can check your chat. That is your lineup for tomorrow. Just to be clear, so on Saturday we will be playing. Well, actually, If you stay in the winner's bracket, you only have to play 3 matches. If you drop down to the lower bracket, you will have to play 4 matches on Saturday. Following that, on Sunday, we will have the conclusion of this team's Survivor tournament. But this is the lineup for the upcoming matches. It's a double knockout, so that means that if one of these teams loses, they have another opportunity to reach the final to play for that €65 prize pot. I hope you guys are all looking forward to it. I am definitely. No, there are no Nations Cup matches this evening, unfortunately. Domination is in Portuguese. Thanks very much, DN Mercer, I should say. I'm going to, what time? It's 1500 hours Central European time. Thanks for reminding me, URT Bow, or Bow, I should say. So I'm going to quickly look at these teams, guys, so that you know who is going to be playing in which team. Zut alors, something is going really wrong. Give me 1 second so that I can get this shit in front of me. Only 16 clicks before I get all of the names in front of me. Okay. EMAC consists of Karola, Mako, and E5. So those are Polish players. Bender's company, I think it's going to be Lisco, Steeler, Bray, or something like that. But Frenchies, that's for sure. OGs are going to be Nano and Maku. So that's going to be an interesting and strong team. Team Glory consists of a mix of different nations, but a lot of very good players. NJA, Rapid, ZZER, Laser, etc. It's here for roleplay is Hell Hit, something like that. Let's see. Hell Hit 81 and Mannschaft. Frenchies. Z2X is Breux, but also Rocket, Cheyenne, Dovahkiin, and Lokati. So that's going to be a really good, strong team. Domination, also known as Domikau or Dominakau. Adrix, Aerox, Memnon, Naldo, Rival. That's going to be great. Miasto 24 hours. It sounds very Italian, but it is actually Polish. It's Kako and Alaster. Good Night is Wildman, Aquilam, Saskar, Win32GG, French and Belgians. DEA, okay, so we do have some outside of Euro teams, so I'm really wondering if they know the time, but whatever. La Chao, BZ, and De War from Argentina. No Name, also South America. Lancer, Misato, Warfarer, Morgan, VHZ, and Who. I hope that they know what they're getting themselves into. Otherwise, we'll need those 4 backup teams. Holy Shit, consisting of Logic and Bray. Element, FR, and Sugar for Metre. Hydrobolts consist of too many names to name, to be honest, but Truxort, Colony, Azens, Severon, etc. Saiyan consists of Cheyenne and Lokati. Porn Stars consists of Chili, Chuchaksa, and Vinny, Siga, ZZI, Anna, well, whatever. Loads of different names and difficult to pronounce as well. That is the draw, ladies and gents. Once more, we have 4 backup teams who might be necessary. And to be honest, if you don't play, or if you still want to join, be here at 2:30 or something like that as a backup, so that we can actually make sure that every team has an opponent. Next team, Exile, Gut and Bestückt, and The Forge, you are the first backups. Thanks for watching, everybody. Nice to see that we get at least some views also for these kinds of draws. We're not going to end with Herb Albert since we didn't stream a game, so we're going to end with something else. Thanks for watching. We'll post this to YouTube and post your matches ASAP with a time. Not be right back. Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow, 3 o'clock CEST.